Sir, my question is very blatant. My question is, what is your opinion about astrology?
A narrative cannot be termed as a science. I come up with a story and I say this story is science. No, the story is not science. Science is based on verifiable and falsifiable experiments. Show me that it works. Display it right in front of me. And I'll be very happy to accept. And nothing can ever be displayed in this field. All you have is a set of beliefs. Belief that this thing will happen. Why to believe it? Because some person has been talking of these things, so you too should believe. If you don't believe, maybe you will meet some harm. So it's safer for you that you just believe. There is no sense in this. There is just fear and insecurity. I have nothing against things that emerge freshly and invalidate the pre-existing knowledge. But there has to be authenticity, right? There has to be verifiability. And an experiment should hold demonstrative value. If you conduct an experiment 2 times under the same conditions, the result must be the same. These are some basic prerequisites, right? Before you can call anything as science. Else, how do you term it as science? Take the basic Newton's laws of motion. By the Newton's laws, if I pick this thing up, right, and I drop it from here, it should take a certain time hitting this table. And if I start at 0 velocity, it should attain a certain velocity as it hits the table. And those laws are expressed in basic equations such as the final velocity will be equal to the initial velocity plus gravity times the time elapsed. V is equal to U plus AT. You can calculate the time taken. If I do it 100 times, the result will be the same. Assuming that this is a vacuum. Assuming there is no air resistance. I may perform this experiment with objects of any shape, any size. The result will be the same. Assuming there is no air drag. Now demonstrate that to me in astrology and I'll be very happy to accept it as a science. Else, it's a myth. It's a bundle of unverified beliefs. And in that, we all are entitled to believe as we want. Nobody will jail you for your beliefs. You want to believe in something, you can continue to believe in it. But don't term it as logical or rational or scientific. There is no logic, there is just story. You may love a story. Fine, that's your subjective choice, but don't call it a science. It's a story. And quite an entertaining story. Also quite a profit-yielding story. If I look at the size of the astrology industry today and the number of astrology apps that are available on Play Stores, etc. So it's a story that is making big money for a lot of storytellers. Fine. It's between them and their clients. If the clients choose to pay just to hear stories, who am I to object? And I'm not trying to offend the religious feelings of people. All I am saying is, whatsoever is postulated there is just that, a postulate. You are supposing something, you are positing something. It is not available to verification. And since it is not available to verification, to me it is a story.